Hello everyone, and it's the first episode of Football Yapping, and we today we have lots of topics. So we'll start with UCL, Arsenal leading against Sporting, and Bayern beating Madrid 2-1. PSG dominating Liverpool. I think we all knew that will happen. And what else I'm missing? Yeah, the main thing I'm missing is Atletico beating Barcelona. But for me, it was not surprise. Already I thought that this thought I had in my mind that Atletico always come in handy when they play against Barcelona in UCL. If you look at the history, they always did that. They are a very stubborn team with a manager who is able to get under the skin of the players. It's a very charismatic manager they have in Cholo Simeone, and you know if you are a team in UCL, you don't want to face a team called Atletico Madrid in knockouts. Maybe in the group stage, yes, but in knockouts, Atletico Madrid are such a different package. It's such a team that you want to avoid them. It's a team that would not give you easy victory. It will make you suffer. So that's what Atletico does in UCL knockouts. I think Real Madrid is their only boogeyman. I think in the UCL. Apart from that, I think they have beaten a quality of good teams in UCL in their recent history. So you don't want to face them. And Barcelona are on the brink of elimination. So I assume they have to end their season with La Liga and Supercopa if the result prevails. If they manage to hold on to their league in the second leg in Metropolitano. So yeah, there's that. Let's see what else is happening in football. So that's UCL. In Premier League, Tottenham Hotspur are at the brink of relegation. Sorry, they are not even brink. They are literally in the relegation zone. So West Ham defeated Wolves. Now they are 2 points above Tottenham. That means you're seeing a top six team in relegation zone. I think last bad season from top six team I saw was Manchester United. They finished 15th, I think last season, if I'm not wrong. So it's worse. Why? Because Tottenham were a Europa League winner. They won the Europa League last season. How this downfall started, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that Europa League was a fluke. They went with the flow and won the Europa League. And one thing I want to talk about Europa League. Europa League, the UEFA has killed the joy for me. That competition. I used to watch that competition along with UCL, but now I don't pay much attention to that. One of the reason being they eliminated that big team from UCL, dropped down to the Europa League group stage or playoffs. I think that was a very good thing to keep the audience attention. Uh, that was one of the things I always looked into. Which team gets down. Sometimes it's bigger teams. Like sometimes we have seen Barcelona and United drop down to the Europa League. And not winning the competition, by the way. So it's very. It was something at stake even at the group stage. Now they have killed the Europa League for me. The quality has diluted. I'm pretty sure the teams of their fans of those team that are competing in Europa League are watching them. Of course, I'm pretty sure about that. But as casual watchers, I wasn't even a casual watcher. Sometimes I just watch the result on Footmob or something like that. Just keep an eye on them. But since they stopped this thing from the big teams dropping down to Europa League, I don't see the appeal of Europa League. I don't even pay much attention until the semi-finals or final. Same goes for the Conference League. I just tune up to the final. To the last match of the Conference League is the final. I've watched every Conference League final and the Europa League final, but yeah, I'm not gonna watch their whole knockouts and group stage. for that you have to have a lot of free time in your hand. So there's that. I'm burping because I think I wouldn't say I have a condition, but I've been burping uh, for a long time in the last few months, right? I don't know. I don't think so. It's disease or some kind, but I've been burping a lot. So there's that. Now, what else is happening in football? Italy. I don't want to talk about Italy. I don't want to talk about Serie A. I don't want to talk about Italy national team. I think they are disgrace. Not in the Italian clubs in Europe, but also the Italy national team. I don't want to talk about them. Just they are so bad at football right now. So I don't want to talk about them. Let's talk about what else is there. Let's see. Let me put my thinking cap on and think what else is happening in football. Yeah, the World Cup. The World Cup is like what, 60 days away, 60 or 67 days away. Uh, Last World Cup I watched like 85% of the games. I'm not sure this time I'll even watch 50% of it. So first of all, there's 48 teams. It's gonna be ton of matches. I don't think so. I would be able to pay attention to each match. I'll keep an eye on the result, but I can't guarantee that I will watch each game. Some groups are tasty, so I will watch their games. I don't think. I think I wouldn't even pay attention to round of 32. It will be very easy opponents against easy, harder opponents. I think it will be like what, dead rubber games. Real football will start from round of 16, I think. So yeah, and what I have heard is that many people can't afford to go for a match in World Cups in this edition because of the heavy prices. I think what FIFA has done is they thought that people will pay exorbitant price for the match tickets, but you have to understand it's still a match. You're not gonna spend your life saving on that. And what will you have? I think I would assume the only people who will be watching the World Cup final in the stadium would be millionaires and billionaires. I don't think so a normal or commoner would able to pay those amount for match tickets and watch their team. You can't expect a commoners to pay 2,000 rupees, 2,000, $20,000, rupees or whatever. Even a guy from India, Sri Lanka, a guy whose team hasn't qualified can't watch World Cup final. You know, if he wants to, he has to pay a handsome amount. So it's a very, so what's the word I'm looking for? It's mismanagement by FIFA. Because if you look the next Euro, the UEFA has pledged that the Euro ticket for the next edition would be less than something $50, 50 euros. So they can FIFA can learn from them. Of course, I know UEFA has their own mismanagement and shady things, but they are still doing better than FIFA. I think FIFA can learn a thing or two from them. What else is happening in football? Let's see. I don't think so. There's much happening right now. I think we have entered the business end of the season where, where the coming months, the coming days will define the season for the teams. So let's see who claims to be the Europe's new, champion, UCL champions, Europa League champions, Conference League champion, and all that. So that's the end of the video, and I will see. I can't even say, Okay, yeah. So that's the end of the video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Till then, bye bye. Bye. Go now.